Okay, thank you very much. Again, Mas brothers and sisters, as also. So again, I am very happy to come here for the sharing appreciation with you all. This session, I'm sure that some of you will be here. But this time the emphasis is slightly different. Also this morning, the emphasis is also very important. Okay. But I think it's also my favorite topic because it's related to cloud and religion.
Oh yeah, well.
In all of the to promote and understand. Really not many really understood what because it is something like the Western culture, yeah, and we tend to copy what the West defines as a movie. So in my opinion, this is not the right way. This is why I put green, yeah, and green is also Islamic. In fact, if you put Islamic, is considered green is also Islamic. So as we go along, I'll be discussing giving comments. Inshallah, I think this morning I think about 1 hour. Thank you, Dr. Janti. So I will cover this topic. This is of course we are having like really and a lot of similarities to the Islamic definition of market. Okay. How we relate our religion. Then truly at the end of the day, I hope I have communicated already convinced you that the Islamic development in Islam, I mean of sustainability is very much different than the Western side, right? For example, circular economy is very much Islamic. From my point of view. Okay. Why? Because we save this. Right? And there's a lot of Quran and verses that say that we should not waste things. Okay? But unfortunately, or somehow or other, we are not so trained on this circular economy because we are like the media economy, whereby we still make things produce and throw, which in my opinion is not sound. Right? Because we do this. Right? And of course, when we talk about sustainability, we must link it to ESG. The buzzword today, economic social goals. Sorry, economic social governance. Okay, this is actually the later part, the earlier part of the sustainability. Essentially, as we example earlier, this knowledge that kind of earlier. Then we change it to sustainability. Yeah, the 16 goals, sorry, 17 goals. But there's 18 goals because we are here come up with a book on spiritual sustainability. This is 2018. Right? Then we will see and pick up. All right, what is the green economy? Yeah, this is in fact, this thing also comes very lately. Ruang and then one I remember Professor Rapat is my respected professor. He's a Pakistani, right? You want to know about it? Okay. He's a related professor. He teaches in what you call the before that he teaches in one university in Turkey. Very brilliant guy, you know, he was started with he has told me that, you know, the thing has progressed so fast, all right, in the sense that there are now definitions of green economy. So one definition is like this. The green economy is one that is aimed at reducing environmental risks, such as climate change, pollution, green gases, carbon dioxide, CO2. All right. Actually, if we study carbon dioxide originate from emissions green gas, so I just put both. So it's still learning, right? So one of the green gases is actually carbon dioxide. There are other green gases. And then they have caused global warming. Now, do you really that? Why there's actually heat issues, right? And there's when you see in Macau, that's harsh many people have that because of overheating. Okay, you want to know why this happened. And there are of forest fire in the SCK as part of global warming. And we know sometimes we also feel that we Malaysia and Malaysia affect so much, but other countries like Africa and others probably people die of overheating. Okay. So if I continue here, cause global warming and health hazard, that's why I said health hazard, right? And it encompasses the ecology, human, animals, and surrounding in the ecosystem that maintain balance and support. Okay, another definition. This one, that's my own definition. This one is from the United Nations program, EFP. So when I come up with that, I compare with, and EFP has some similarities. All right. So what is here is that the green economy, right, is one that results in improved human well-being and social activity, right, while significantly reducing environmental risks in ecological scarcity. So you study economics, you know what scarcity. In other words, if you don't like ecological, you can also put biodiversity. Biodiversity, you talk about plants, okay, plants, animals. So that part also is a part of ecological, the whole ecosystem. In a low carbon resource efficiency and socially inclusive. Very high words, but basically maybe a lot that you can do. And another one, definition is from the World Bank. I found one from the United Nations. So the World Bank said the green economy is an economy that seeks to improve human well-being and with social activity, reducing environmental risk and scarcity. Again, this mentioned the word environmental risk and scarcity. It's characterized by a significant reduction in environmental risk in ecological scarcity. Okay. So this aimed at sustainable development. This is mentioned here, sustainable development without degrading the environment. So you can see from what I already come with my own story here, it is some similarity in this. So if you do qualitative research, right, you pick up things which are similar, you can see the similarities in what this economy for example is all about. Number one, environmental risk, right? So later, whatever what are we talking about? We're talking about climate, basically. We talk about pollution, we talk about so many things. Now they only talk, not only talk about green economy, they also think has blue economy also. Right? When they talk about blue economy, we talk about the marine issues. Right? Biodiversity, killing of whales, killing of fish, so. Now, why does this happen? Okay, why does this happen? It has happened because there's an imbalance of what we have done or man has done. Don't be shy. It's human. Okay, it's human. What? We go against the Baqarah 30. Right. 30. What matter? All right. So what has happened now? Something imbalance has happened. All right. So last 2 days, one professor I designed, which is person known to me, has shared that this ecology or ecosystem has totally collapsed. There's a lot of imbalance in the environment. What has happened? What has happened? It's proven and it's CNN. There is a what you call that this American report. If you say that they are not in favor of green gas or what, this is a CNN report, it's a US report, and many of them already there say that a lot of imbalances of pollution, killing of animals, what do you call that, overheating, as a result of this issue of imbalances. All right. So what I'm trying to say here is that in order to address these issues of imbalances, right, you have to look at what are the causes. So obviously the causes I have mentioned just now. This issue of carbon dioxide. Now we talk about fossils, right? Fossils are suggest nothing in the green gas, pollution. When we talk about pollution now, we only not really talk about air pollution, we talk about water pollution, we talk about waste, oil waste, which has destroyed the balance of the ecosystem. Right? Ecosystem is the interaction of human, biodiversity, so on and so forth. And everything resulting in what I mentioned again, global warming case. What is case? We have idea. We have some issues of case in Indonesia, right? Burning of what do you call this? Yeah, deforestation has causes is destruction, water poisoning, extinction of animals, so on and so forth. All right. So what I'm going to do? Malaysia, Indonesia all have signed climate change agenda. United Nations, not only these two countries, but other 100 countries, to maintain the temperature not exceeding 2 degrees centigrade, 1.5 to 2 centigrade. All right. So the question is now, are we following it or not? And the timeline is just 6 years. Right? By 2030, all of us should be in compliance of it. That is the minimum confinement. There's many discussions. In fact, I can give a talk on Paris. We and every people. I hope you do some research. Okay. So tomorrow I have a workshop session. Please come in this case and this topic on this. So in other words, we have to manage as human, as a Khalifa, as somebody is entrusted about how to manage. Right? We have to manage the resources. Resources, we have to look at it. How are we this not natural resources like what natural resources, the forest, the things that the land, the sun, the things. Yeah, we have been looking at this externally. All right, not economists. I have economic friends. Okay, you say that all this they call it external factor in the linear economy. But it's not an external factor. It's something that we ignore, which actually has been stated in our Quran that you are entrusted to take it. So you I think that I'm going to give you from Dimas, right? This is a book issued by the ISRA with our what do you call it? Well-known research agency, and the topic of the book conservation, right? Conservation of the environment, Islamic laws by our well-known respected Sheikh Yusuf Akademi. You got to name Yusuf Akademi? You can have a look at this one. Because it's too heavy. I wish I wanted to read 2 copies, but we can order this one our Sadaqah or right? So the management of natural resources, clean energy, where is it? This morning I talked about halal Koiman. Alright, environment means it's not only environment should not only be clean, visible, it should also be clean. Right, it should be clean, it must be toilet, it must have, in terms of food, it must have nutritious. Alright, this must be safe. Alright, water must be preserved. The word that they use now is conservation of water, not simply to. Even if you take wudu, the Prophet used very minimal water. Kita tak tahu not only that, tap water pun without tapping it, closing. So now I become very conscious now. For me, I'm not disappointed. Tap must close, tight, that's why if there's any report in the university that is leaking of water, I think it better. Otherwise, you know, this is our duty, and I understanding from my experience, that's why it's not is that very important, it's not from ourselves. What's that? You know what I one line, I'm sure in your classroom when you live, I don't know what's that, why? Because when we do that, you are draining energy. So when you drain energy, you actually you're part of the one who causes the pollution. Because when you drain something, it's not misused, it causes a lot of misery, isn't it? Because you put energy, you're not using it. But you use money, this solar, you use hydro, so on and so forth. We will not reach that stage yet. Anything that is completely for all 200 recycling, reuse of waste. Why do you throw waste? That people can make. Maybe, but not only that, it's also the knowledge, maybe the technology to study going forward, what is the research area. It's many, not only for the time of the net, but they would people realize and work together. And sustainable transport. Sustainable is what? Transport that not using fossil. In my place, for country called they're using hydrogen. Without the fossil, I mean there's technology. But that's still not the best. There are other, I mean, coming out, using water, all that kind of thing. So the innovative aspect is very
So the thing, the power is from sugar to the bus.
oh yes, yeah, using that. Not moving.
No.
So we see candidates. So these are many issues that we need to sort of look at what we should. Is this one? Okay, let's move quickly before it gets important. All right. So as I said, mentioned just now, even this morning, I said there are certain parameters that you should look at. Because the assess mostly naturally, you should look at the mostly parameters. Like example, it's quoted by user. All right. There are 4 key values in the Islamic. Then the divine, orientation, morality, humanity, and moderation. Divine, as you are aware, is religion. All right, religion is solved from two areas, verses of Quran and Hadith. And one to quote one divine verse is Al-Mulk 67:15. It is He who has made the earth manageable, right, for you to travel His region, eat His provision, and to Him you are resurrection. This is only one ayat. There's so many sustainable ayat in the Quran and the Hadith, right? This thing that we have to look and discuss afterwards on how we go ahead, right? So hence, when a Muslim engages in planting, cultivating, or manufacturing, or pursue profession of trade that he feels that is worshiping the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So beautiful. Whoever thinks that when you plant a tree, actually you are doing worshiping to the nature. So now we encourage. Or now perhaps we understand to do what our forefathers generations did. Our agriculturalists, we go to the kampong and nobody is serving. At least behind the house they have ubi. I don't know what you have for you, something like this, right? People have that. And then the chicken. Chicken. Ayam kampung, right? So why this thing? Actually, all these things are acceptable. But now we don't have ayam kampung, we have ayam jack. Why we want to produce 2 times a year so that we can make more money? You see how we change our philosophy, we change the entirely. So is that acceptable? All right. Of course, if you use halal material, it's okay. All right. Another divine, because divine is so nice to discuss. You who believe do not wrong each other's well. Okay, but trade by virtue of it. Okay, I'm from finance, I put this. But basically, you must be fair in your trade dealings as well. Right? Because trade money also concerns sustainability. All right? And Muslims are not allowed to take another's wealth unjustly, but only lawful. Business mutual consent. Right? Implication is justice and fairness when dealing with one another. Right? So there's a many, if you look at this, maybe you have the time. I can put so many ayat Quran here. Maybe Dr. Dia can share first during the discussion. Just read one or two to say about the natural resources. And we are the amanah, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you are the Khalifa. Al-Baqarah is very clear. But are we doing our justice? Okay, this is the point that I'm trying to say. Okay. And also, this is the way God. So, this one. Al-Anam 6141. But waste not by excess, for Allah doesn't want to like to waste. Okay. So what is the economy you are having now? Wasteful economy. Wasteful economy. We just build things at home. Alright. So Allah does not do wasteful. Alright. Okay, so since the right forum, although I touched a little bit this morning, when we talk about Islamic environment, because that's also critical to halal. Because if you contaminated water and you drink water, then the water becomes poison. Of course, it's not halal. All right, it's the issue of not doing the right thing there. All right. So the overarching principle, right, in use in nature is that prophet has claimed that shall no damage, no infliction of it. This is a hadith. If you have a WhatsApp, then right, you have what you call the Google there. Just key this. Is it coming from a hadith? So what is the implication there? What the religion means? Religion simply means that the resources that we have in nature should be shared. All right. Like plants, water, fish, wildlife, mineral forests. It belongs to everybody, a society. Right? Don't try and claim that it is yours alone. And the worst part of it, you utilize everything to your benefit and not
Kalau
Do you think that's a fair
kamu angkatan
a fair way
bukan,
to
bukan.
do it?
Kamu angkatan berapa? 21 ya? 22.
Future generations.
That is why
Kalau
in
Angga di
Makassi
mana ya?
Syariah,
Angga.
we touch on
Nggak tahu ya.
there are levels. There are levels we talk about religion, we talk about life, and then we talk about intellect, and we talk about posterity, which actually is identification. Alright? So you must be not greedy. The problem is men are greedy, they take everything. Alright? And they kill animal, like Pentagon, they kill snake, they sell the food, the skin. And certain animals actually are meant to preserve the nature. For example, like bee. Bee, dia kata they got honey, and that honey too actually is good for health. So if you kill all the bee, what's going to cater for in the long run? This is the point here, right? So everyone is entitled to benefit according to law and faith and divine, right? But question is how we do it. So many, see, for example, like waste. So many ayat Quran kat situ kalau kita nak baca, right? Hadis also. Maybe we read one of them, right? The rest, this slide, I believe is given to you all, and I think, okay. You can take, you can email me, if not, you can PDF to you, no problem. Just take one, yeah. Paragraph 7, public 31. Okay, you can use your email, you can WhatsApp, you go Google. This is correct. Eat and drink, but waste, not by excess, as he or God love not the excessive. Number one. Number two, 756, also and do not cause corruption in the earth when it has been set in order. Very clear. Allah has given things very fairly, squarely, balanced. Don't try and voila, everything, kill everything, You are not being fair to your people. All right. Teaching the Prophet is very clear on that. The Prophet has said so many things. And in terms of water pollution, just read very quickly, water is a very important thing. It's clean your body, so on and so forth. All right. Even Prophet is very, very very thrifty in what is water. So truly Islam forbids poverty, all right, and is close to kufur. Here I'm trying to connect that, it's important to have the religion or the intellect, all right? If we do not have knowledge, then definitely we are going to be bullied, mismanaged in terms of financial understanding, so on and so forth. And in order to improve it, you have to know our own Islamic finance, for example, like the power of wakaf, zakat, so on and so forth. So I mentioned this, you may have known, but let's mention it again that the issue of understanding of Maqasid is important, right? Because we have this credibility from the Quran to say that in Maqasid Sharia, you should have religion, life, intellect, prosperity, and work. So where does my talk here try to touch on sustainability or green, so on and so forth? Okay, this model we call it three-party model to say that in the environment they should have three things in order to balance. Okay, one is environment concern, and the two is the social, and the other one is the economic. There should be a balance in this. But to me, it's still a Western tool. You don't test it yet, right? So for your master's student, even degree student, I understand you have to do short survey at the end of the degree. Take this challenge. In fact, I'm doing one research with my colleague in Harvard, in hard on environmental protection. We will test all these variables and see the perception of the people. All right. So this is very important, right? We should balance this. And how do you define sustainability? Sustainability is defined from the Western and the Islamic viewpoint. You say that in terms of the first one, living within certain limit of Earth, right? That defines sustainability like this, understanding of economy, society, and environment, and also minimizing, maintaining fair distribution. You ask me personally, there's no real one definition of real one definition of sustainability. To me, sustainability, if everything is fair and if you manage things well, that's sustainable, right? And you must be in justice, you must follow what the strict definition of Quran to be fair. All right, let's take a case study. Maybe by this looking at this case study, it is clear. All right, environmental issues to make things become unsustainable. Okay, we look at that picture. You see this man there? What is he doing, this man there? What environment is this? He appeared to be in a river, right? But the river doesn't move, huh? The water doesn't move. Why do you think the water doesn't move? The rubbish. How to move that? You cannot move for the whole side there, right? And you see that white box. What do you call that white box?
Ini on
Yeah,
tetap
science
jalan.
technology.
Nanti kalau move,
That will
ini
be
move aja. Sesuaikan ini.
polystyrene.
8% lagi.
Polystyrene is that kind of plastic that will not destroy until 400 years. You know, 400 years indeed, the plastic is not destroyed. And if you look in that kind of environment, you can see that man that what's in there probably is taking the polystyrene out. Right? So you see the pollution, you see the pollution there. So if you move towards the left, you see the water coming out from the river. The water coming out. You think that water clean or not clean? Definitely not clean. It's polluted, not only because of the polystyrene, but the other things inside there. And where do you think the water will go? You go to the river, right? Who lives in the river? Who lives in the river? Man lives beside the river, not in the river. But in the river, we have fish, yes. And we have fish, we have all the things. And then after that, the fishermen catch the fish, and then they sell, and then we eat. What is it? What we're talking about?
We eat rubbish.
Yeah, what is it? What are you talking about? Environmental sustainability. Okay, itu satu contoh. And you look at the picture down below there. What are the people doing inside there? You see, makan-makan. Yes. Do you think it is something like kenduri or we have that? You know. Yes. Do you think they can consume all the food? Especially when the thing is free. Right? Yeah. And you see on that our string rack, the thing is thrown away inside the garbage. And this is an example of waste that I'm talking about. See? Yeah. Yes. So this is only one very simple example, and this example actually has been going on and on and on without knowing what sustainability is about. Right? And from statistics, again, apologies, this is 2014 statistic enough to show that how many waste, thousands of waste has been done here. Malaysia produced 15,000 tons of food waste every day. Available food waste 3,000 tons per day. See how much waste that is done? And this is 214 figure, you know. Now 20 years more, we expect to be increase or decrease. Definitely will increase. Big city, for example, IPL, I got to be from IPL. It's how they destroy, how they take care of it. We not only take care of air problem in New York, Jakarta. So much, even I saw in Bali, pile of waste.
Yeah.
That they don't know how to do it. Actually, how to do how they handle the waste. And I saw in China, one of these days, you know what they do the waste? They take the waste, they throw in the sea. You know how much the pollution in China? I mean, how much the pollution is how much the population in China? Big enough, for the elimination, but really, so they don't want to do what they bring the waste, they throw to the sea. And what happened to the sea? So in other words, what I'm trying to say is that the concept of waste definitely need to be managed. Betul tak? You cannot simply throw things. The mindset of build, bring and throw must change. Okay? So in Malaysia, this is quite long. I share with you the report that I gave. First, somebody asked me to do the research. Very quickly, between 2014 to 2018, the highest volume of waste disposed is the landfill. Landfill very simple. You take the waste, you burn. That's landfill. And contributed to in the country in the state called Johor in Indonesia, 850,000 tons per year. And KL 650,000 tons per year. Just imagine how much they like to. And you aggregate it, it costs US 5.24 billion per year. You managing waste, mashallah. That's like if you recycle the waste, you become millionaire, you how to manage the waste, become millionaire. Right? And it's not talking about industrial management, we're just talking about the waste. And the impact to the planet, if we talk about that, waste is number one, the water. I told you just now, throwing on the water inside the river, killing the fish, the food supply, right? Disrupting of flooding and disease, temperature increase. Why? Because you burn the landfill, it jadi haze, right? And overheating, drought, harmful, and human health, right? These are the effects of waste. In other words, this waste has a direct effect on climate protection. And how do you manage? You have to submit. You have to understand the circular economy. Look at the figure on the right here. On the left is the linear economy. We were, as I said, we just take, make, and dispose. This result in that problem. Suddenly, what we should do is to reduce the recycle. Reduce recycle. So these are the different. For example, like in the waste management, we downcycle in the vision concept, we downcycle, we then fill and pollution, repulsion, right? We should be upcycling, not downcycling, not throw, upcycling, all right? Use high grade, so on and so forth. So the concept is just this. Architecture, is there anyone from architecture? We have architecture Pribadi. So the only thing I about architecture is that when they start designing the building, designing the door, designing the roof, they take into respect of circular.
Yeah.
So actually, when we are like windy area, we usually don't need aircon, Isn't it? Don't need aircon. We need wind-con. Wind-con enough really. Alright? They talk about here cycling of imagining of what we call it, a practical aspect of architecture into. So in other words, architecture design of building room are also based on environment. Right? And many things. So some of my slides are also just talking about the zero waste circulation. Right? So we are aiming at possible zero waste, zero inflation. That is the perspective. Whether we can achieve or not achieve is something else. All right. So my mind is that if you want to clean, definitely you can clean. In Turkey, I'm not sure. In Malaysia also, I can find if you go to the toilet when you go, don't be scared. In Turkey, is gelap tau. Do you need toilet to be like all the time. Kata sister takut lah. But for the main toilet, if you go, but when you go in, the sensor lighted the light. Okay, no? Ask it how much saving that you have from the university point of view. You use light, okay, you don't let before you use the light. Alright, this automation, this has come to need to come to have the understanding of what this issue of waste is all about. All right, now I'd like to attach what I said here with the SDG. As you're aware, SDG, there are 17 targets. As I mentioned, we have Malaysia, we have 18. All right, we talk about sustainable growth. All right, so the goal, you can say that it originated, this is an improvement of the ESG. ESG is environment, social and governance. It started, to be frank with you, actually ESG is a money making mechanism for bankers. I was a banker before. Yeah. Why? Because they said, okay, fine, you want to do sustainability, fine. So you invest in environment. All right. So when you want, I'm a banker, I want to give you sukuk, I make sure that it is meant for solar, it meant for good environment, so on and so forth. Okay, that's fine in so far, but we have not really defined what ESG. So you should be defined at least this way. If we look very clear from my slide there, on the left-hand side is the Makasih Syariah. You see, life, intellect, lineage, property, religion. All right. After that, we try and find out of these 16 SDG, mana yang sama kat situ. Life, maybe it is peace. All right. It is SDG 16. All right. People, intellect, people. SDG 1. No poverty, SDG 2, no hunger. All right, planet, few other SDGs is written there. But more important is the one on the extreme right, correct? What is the extreme right? You can see, ayat Quran and verses. All right, so rightly to me, if I want to do it correctly, I put the verses first, then only the SDG, right? But we are being Western oriented and we are thinking about, not too many one. We think we want to put West first. We think about SDG first, Al-Quran first. No, you should think about Al-Quran 2 to 7, Al-Baqarah. That support, maybe that's for the SDG, but support the peace and the peace. But the conclusion is that you can see there is definitely a linkage between SDG and Quranic verse and divine, as I mentioned. All right, sustainability transition is taking place. Like it or not, whether it's whether you want to do or no, everything is going to change, already changing now. You know about green technology. We have seen electric car. It's going to change soon. Electric vehicle, the only issue is that the battery. They have to get battery. So once they solve the issue of battery, then electric vehicle will take over the fossil cars. Many things about central finance, about support, so on and so forth. So I want to almost end, but I want to show you some example. Not in our country, maybe in our country we've done coming to pass that how SDG link with sustainability. For example, we take SDG 7, right? Or SDG 6.
Semua 1 sampai 4.
SDG 6, clean water. So in many countries, for example, like in Kenya, they have they have a project that provides rainwater catchment. So they don't drink this water, they keep and maintain it, right? And they use it for cleaning water. This one. Water loop in Netherlands. So these countries are either from poor country or advanced country. But what I like to do is that there are many efforts out there that have used technology inside. Correct. Traveling, for example, like the plane, obviously, planing, they use solar. But to what extent they use solar, what happens when they can hide there must be some backup in this place. Alright,
Okay.
Malaysia, again, I'm from Malaysia, I will share with you what the Prime Minister has said about, we have the National Energy Transition Roadmap in ETR, has said about sustainability, alright? We've heard about economy money, so of course, kemampapan is kemampapan basically sustainability. Many, alright, they will have many of these going ahead, energy efficiency, we talk about renewable energy, alright, and many things that, for example, biodiversity, bioenergy, and green. Right? So there are many, right? SDG 18, SDG 12, that has now been emphasized to take care about the environment. For example, SDG 15, life on land. Okay, this forest make sure that you can cut trees, no problem, but make sure you replace that. Huh? So if you cut trees, it happened in Kuantan, there's a lot of flooding in KL, I don't know why. KL also flooding. Main city, splash flood. So I know. We can KL, we have what you call it, smart tunnel. Smart tunnel, put that the but when deforestation, what I'm saying, you can cut the trees, but make sure you replace the trees. Because if you don't replace the tree, then the soil becomes soft. The soil becomes soft, they stop erosion. It's all erosion, who is affected? The people are affected because it will fall down, isn't it? Disrupting the forest, and if you want that go on the road, the passengers will be affected. So of late, there's many of these issues that is affecting us. Yet we are not realizing and still relaxing like this. So ESG, right? ESG, as I said, is just this one. Grouping the finance that we're going to do under social, climate, green, and solar. So it's very simple. After my explanation, just put your finance student here, doing scope management one. You just put under social, you have poor health condition, mental, and the climate you talk about elimination of green gases. You green scope, you talk about all those under here, and there you are. ESG finance. And you know how much the amount is. I mentioned this now. Sustainable finance has reached to billions, 105, 185 billion. And this is what figure is this? What year is it? 2021, now 2024, 25. The number has increased. All right. But the question is, are we managing our making sustainability in the right way? Or are just financing to make money? All right, these are the things that we have to understand. For example, like US, this is not Australia, but it's green. Green bond, US, Germany leading. 90 billion US. All right. Second is Germany, 40 billion. Just now 50. And what I'm trying to say, actually, I have to show you is that isn't it important? Important, isn't it? It's important area. It's changing. The finance is changing. Security Commission also, I'm attending one or two courses of how to finance sustainability. All right. So I'm sure I will attending this course to update myself, because I think I'm very interested to know this. Because to me, this is the way ahead. There's nothing is going back. You can only go forward, isn't it? So in order to go forward, you must have knowledge. Green Sukuk. All right. Malaysia joined launched its first Green Sukuk in July 27, 2017. Proceeds are used to fund specific environmental sustainability. And Indonesia, I'll show you the one. And Malaysia, I think Indonesia more action. Government Malaysia Ringgit inaugural sukuk. 4.5 billion. Malaysia has several events, right? Okay, I just put it in there. But for Indonesia, it's more interesting. In fact, I get this from IPP, and it's like, no, very fun. Well, you can see that what they have for Indonesia. Renewable energy, green tourism, mashallah. This morning we talked about Muslim-friendly tourism. I'm really interested to do this. Actually, I want to do more research on this. So, you know, have you heard about Muslim-friendly tourism? Maybe in Q&A we can ask, what actually, how you differ conventional tourism and Muslim tourism? Apa dia yang driving effect? Food must be halal. Yeah. And then you must provide prayers. So this is among the things. Then what do you have? Sustainable transport. I mentioned about Kuching, we having that hydrogen. Then we talk about renewable energy, of course, using solar, hydro, blah, 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 blah. And secondly, Akasha. This is the challenge. I'm working with my heart to look into food security. This is very sustainable agriculture, using drone, using IoT, how to manage energy, green building, blah, blah, so on and so forth. Green Sukuk, this is the Indonesian figure. Fantastic, Indonesian figure, but very challenging. Green Sukuk, US 1.3 billion. So everything is changing. There's no such thing as no one not going to pay. Why? Because of the 6 years grace period. By 2030, everything should be in compliance with the Paris Agreement and many other agreements that we have created. Okay. So this is just the things for certain figures to say that the unit trusts are all sustainable. And as far as you are concerned, we should be from the what do you call that, Islamic perspective. We talk about favorable in Islam, we talk about zakat, sadaqah, takaful, wakaf. Alright, we talk about social, khalifah, we alone as a khalifah, environment. Alright, these are the things that we look at from the Islamic perspective. So as a conclusion, I want more discussion. You can see that the concept of sustainability has been integral part of Muslim life. Question is whether we realize or not. Again, another matter. I just bought 3 volumes of comparing science and sustainability from Professor Kamal Hassan. Professor Kamal Hassan is our respected second thought, yes, possibly. All right. So from that book, I'm still reading it. He looked from Ayat Quran and science. You found Ayat Quran solar. You found Ayat Quran on, hydro project. And this, brothers and sisters, I just want to share with you, it is in our verses. There's nothing so strange about solar. People not rejecting and apa solar, very expensive. It is in the Ayat Quran. That to preserve the religion, to preserve our natural resources, these are all allowable. And yet, some of us are still not accepting that sustainability is the main thing that we should be handling. That's my blue remarks. There should be also a balance in the economy whereby you must have justice, human and biodiversity taking care of animals, plants, so on and so forth. And the understanding, one of the understanding that you cannot run away from sustainability is understanding of circular economy. All right. One, circular has managed to stop the waste. And in terms of halal utilization, you can purify some of the things that you use concept of circularity. I told you it's applicable in agriculture, it's applicable in architecture, so on and so forth. Okay, that's it. Now, participants, I think almost come up with the last slide. Shukran jazilan for listening. So,
thank you very much, Prof. So. for the insight and very fruitful presentations. So I also remember my teacher, my lecturer, my guru, yeah, in Prof. Kamal Hasan. He teach about what that was IPIEF, yeah,
Oh, yes.
moderations, yeah, so it's very enlightening.
Setia itu.
Yeah,
Video.
sustainability, mediacy, moderations. Okay, it's very interesting, the study about, circular economics, yeah, how to stop waste. And then we also have the alternative of, the finance, like green circle. And then also, it's good to take part for this, kind of, initiative. And then, ESG, yeah, ESG about economic, social, and also government. The three pillars of circular economy is economic, social, and environment. Yeah, and also, the concept of sustainability has been an integral part, integral part of Muslim of life since the 7th century. This is very important. And okay, I invited you for the Q&A sessions. Maybe you can raise hand and then introduce yourself, your batch, yeah, you are from, and then you can post questions directly to Prof. Zul. It's very interesting topic, his brother and sister, it's very chance. Yeah. And we also have the comment, yeah, you can give also the comment on the questions. So Prof, we also have a green economy course in master degree and also in bachelor degree, yeah, green economy.
You are teaching that.
Yeah, I teaching also green economy and economic degradations also in bachelor degree. Yeah.
Yeah, master you.
Master, we have only green economy and also about tourism. Yeah. So it's very interesting topics of circular economics. Okay, please do. Maybe, brother, you have any question?
Where you're
Yeah.
from? Let's introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself from. Yeah, we have a lot of international students here, there from Malaysia, from USAS. Yeah. Master's bachelor degree, SS1.
Only is a matter.
Full-time
Stream. It's something that trigger your mind, and you say that it's going to happen. What am I going to do?
Yeah, please, brother, sister, if any question?
Yeah.
Abdi Hakim, usually you post question if there is a seminar. He's also active student in the class.
Yes, yeah, go ahead. You start the ball rolling.
Bismillah. Abdi Hakim from Somalia. And
Oh my God, I've got so many students.
my question is, I joined and participated money in SDG programs which held in Jakarta and Surabaya. And most of them they were talking about the environmental. My question is, there are many lecturers who are participating in that activity, so they wrote many articles saying that, yeah,
Oh,
saying,
from minute?
from in Indonesia
Oh,
about the West. So, for the SPG, we have to protect our environment. So it seems like most of countries they agree to protect the land or the environment, but it kind of hypocrisy that many countries they are still producing plastics and then they are sending to developing country, and the people they are using that plastics after that they aren't aware of the effect of that plastic. After that they become which can affect the land or the sea for even not short time but for the future. So if there is any regulations that are implemented in all countries related to the West or producing the plastic, related to all the country and
How to conserve and.
yeah.
Maybe you make particularly your country or in general?
In general, is there any regulations?
Okay, the regulation, yes, there is. For example, I'm sure in Indonesia and Malaysia as well, you cannot use the polystyrene anymore. No, everything now will be must be biodegradable. Biodegradable means it can be disposed. Okay. Yeah, maybe unfortunately what has increased also. But which is something you need to comply. And what the government is doing or trying to do is that they give tax exemption. Even in the recent to budget, there's a lot of exemption of tax that you can agree. That's what the government trying to do. Of course, the government can fund that, but if you have your initiative, to do your own project, so on and so forth, it's good. But then funds come from you. Tapi to answer your question, yes, there is a regulation, there is tax implication to give people, make people realize, because it's really not easy. Alright, and my age is the class, and I'm sure, my mom and dad is giving me photos using the polystyrene. But suddenly now you see, polystyrene cannot use. You cannot buy that. You cannot buy. And you're talking about people who have some education like us. You go to the peddlers, you go to Maliboro. Yeah, you go to Maliboro. So I did still to polystyrene. And they have that kind of education now to know that if you use this, it's poisonous. I doubt them. Where is the role of the scholar? Right. Yes, we are the scholar. This why I come here all the way to teach and ask you all to get involved in the research. Because why? From the Islamic perspective, from the Quran, I just share one or two verses. That we are actually appointed as a Khalifah or the giving the amanah to what? Make the world sustainable, correct? There's so many ayat Quran can share if you get about resources in film or what's. They say that you have as a duty to make sure that the world is in peace. Now the world is at war. Even SDG 16 as well as now, peace is so what? For I ask a question. Yes, there is regulation, but the enforcement is still very slow. Why? People think that it's still some attitude that are gathered actually very beautiful. Is it? This is my life. Your children will take care of themselves. I really let my children take care of the issue. And then probably you have the grandchildren as well. It's not that. You must think of how to sustain the world. Not the world collapse. That's it. The world collapse. Climate collapse. Who at the end who is responsible? Are we not responsible? We are responsible. This is yeah, any more? Research question? Very good question. Right? You from observation, How about from the sister? What do you think? Yang betul-betul fantastic.
From the sister from USAS maybe. Station from USAS. From IPIEF.
Morning, I have a question from different angle. Actually, there's many questions. Okay, many questions that we on the wastage itself, on the final, how you up back and it by doing. That's why if you see in campus ada 3 counterpart, right?
Right. Color.
Why is that the people counterpart? I understand why the tree is yellow, green, red. Now you see the meaning why those different.
Recycle. Actually, recycle. Quite
Comment said. Looking for another. Yeah, basically, That is one.
Ya.
Sometimes you think, oh, I'm
Sudah,
really
sudah.
upgrade.
Sering Instagram ya.
Because if you utilize the water means the pump,
Ada nanya
the
Zoom.
pump things which is not useful now. So in the pump, if you think it's not useful, isn't that the waste of energy?
Yeah. Ada electricity.
Siapa terfikir macam tu? That means if you think like that, you are
Open mic.
for example, I don't know
Dengar semuanya kan?
what's the
Gak akan masuk. Gak akan masuk
the
sini.
light on toto off, kita kena padam.
Yeah. Those ends of life we should manually do. But we usually visit to
How many of you,
an aircon.
I don't know what time in the last class yet, but go to do last class.
Plus,
What,
oh, wala, wala.
nine.
Like,
How many of you, when you go out last class, switch off the light?
The teacher, the lecturer should switch off the aircon and also electricity.
Okay, now after this, tonight, switch off all the light.
Kirim ya.
Yeah,
No, only that,
Udah.
lights not so bad, air condition.
aircon.
Powerful, no, air condition. Pump nak generator. It's energy.
Because the university said that the issue of the huge cost for the university is aircon and electricity.
Questions.
Like, it's very huge cost for the electricity to switch on all of the unit incomes. It's very expensive. The majority of the expenses go on the electricity.
Harus colokin ke
Yeah.
ini. Ke ini.
If you manage a plant, you can manage to have a, I don't know, airport to control. Suggest to your university, they should give the airport, and how to. By right, everything should control lah. But how you people know when you leave the class? They didn't know that you would leave the class control that. But they did in, yeah, they did.
And about the water, actually Muhammadiyah already have give a concern about the water. Because Muhammadiyah have like water ticket, also bisa quality. Muhammadiyah, yeah, Muhammadiyah, yeah, they create yeah, about the ticket air, the water ticket, also the disaster. They all we have to.
Bilang gitu.
I'm not saying it's about the phone lah, not that it's that far. Somehow or other, I don't know, yeah.
But maybe the implication like.
Yeah, more
Harus kirim ebook. Atau apa aja yang bacain? Ah, ya.
yeah, constitution.
There's questions from participants.
I don't know if the chance for
Okay.
dia punya data yang jelas.
Yeah, very
It's so clean, you know.
heavy problems.
And there are videos to show that, you know how they train this Japanese. From small, even this scholar, they train to wash. They train to wash toilets. And from small, they train apa anak kecil tu bawah meja, lap,
Yeah.
floor. How not to grow up, they become so rich.
Yeah.
But kita rely on religion.
From early childhood, like the education will start from the early childhood.
That is part of process, that's why you are here, you have this something about that. But then that, you know, to provide, how the, it's already too old already. And we should have penguasa kerajaan to do this. Pesantren,
Yeah. Yeah.
you should have a pesantren, also emphasize on religion, that you know that this have to be. Yeah. Any question?
Education,
One from sister, yeah.
yeah, from first. Oh, from Mas Rizky, yeah. Brother Rizky, please.
Yes. There's a questions from the online participants. Maybe I can just read the questions. Yeah, from online Zoom, YouTube also. Okay. Okay. I will read the questions. Okay. Thank you so much for the insightful presentations, Dr. Zul. I appreciate the deep of knowledge shared on the topic of Islamic green and circular economy. As we explore the practical applications of this concept, I would like to ask questions related to the textile industry. So how can the principle of circular economy be applied to the textile supply chains, particularly in the context of Sharia compliance and sustainability? For example, in practices such as recycling, reuse, and product sharing, are there specific challenges in ensuring halal standards throughout the product life cycle, especially when implementing circular economy practices in the textile industry? Thank you.
Yeah, actually, the practical aspect. So as I said, nothing else but education, education, education. You must change your lifestyle and habit. Alright? We cannot be, as I said just now, what is the only reason that I can think you waste? Kalau your income is not so high, I'm sorry lah, not trying to compare income what you have. Kalau kita macam just enough to makan, you don't waste. Kan? We don't waste. Kita tak waste. Sebab kita circular. Waste kalau baju ni boleh pakai lagi, For example, like we have 3-4 children. Yang elder tu circulate lah tu. Circulate itu the brother circulate. That's circle kan, the circle. But those yang rich one tu, dia tak circle. When you throw things, you are actually what? Exploiting materials yang kita dah guna tapi kita tak guna. Correct? You think producing the baju apparel macam ni senang? No. You have the energy, you have to put the machine and things like that. So to answer the very simple question, I'm not sure, is that change your mind, change the minda. Don't say that kalau kita boleh afford, kita can improve. No, it should not do that. The education aspect of it is that, even I said just now, ayat Quran kan, itu satu ayatnya. Mana ayat lagi yang mengatakan, do not waste, and Allah doesn't like people who waste. Betul tak? Oh, I answered that mistake. I didn't see the person. Yes.
I forget to mention the name, so that questions from Nurma Yudiaswari.
Okay, student.
Okay. Anyone want questions? Okay.
Yes, brother, yes.
Good afternoon, sir. So my name is Mohammad Faisal Hidar Fahim. Currently, I'm pursuing in the 3rd year of bachelor degree in economics. So thank you for the insightful presentation. I'm sure that we have learned so many things in this occasion. So my question is on the context of Islamic green and circular economy. How can we balance the need for economic growth with the need of principle of sustainability? As young researcher or as young students, how can we propose solutions that help industries or the governments shift to greener practices without slowing down economic progress, especially in developing countries? Thank you.
So your question almost the same. More on the practice side, isn't it? Could you ask me, I also not really experienced on this. Also, the best question, what the panelists are the engineers. They should be the engineers, the architect, because why? They are the hands-on people. Because education is the information that I get from you is through my own research, through my own reading, so on. But the practical aspect of it, actually those who are out there in the practice. As I mentioned just now about the architecture, the design, the way they design too, if possible, no need to use aircon, for example. Design itself, electricity? Yes. Okay, that's architecture. Let's think about engineering, but what do you think engineering can help come up with a machine that recycle the waste. Isn't it? Having a machine that recycle the waste that do not throw the waste. It's another contribution. But these are professionals advice, professional experiences. So, and for us, you and I, docent and all this, teach lah. Teach the student in the house. Educate the, I mean, if you are parents, educate the children not to throw things, not to save things. These are all very religious principles that we know that we should be exposed to. That sekarang tu must do something that So, and if everybody adopt this principle of not wasting, the world will get it. Tak kita tadi. Dia tahu benda bagus. Dia train anak-anak dia train the student. I'm sure the government, the education, the government must have realized this. That it on us. Duties ni we have to change. If we don't change, what will change? That's an education about remember I talked about the intellectual tadi. The intellectual aspect. We are the ones. So in other words, what I'm trying to suggest at graduate level or S1, S2 level, you must read and do more research. When you read more research, people read your paper. So that. People read your paper. People have questions. People call. WhatsApp you. So what do you mean by this? I have better idea than this. That's our role. Kalau kita boleh buat tu, syukur Alhamdulillah, They think get spread over and over, kan? Tapi kalau kita sendiri tak buat, we are very prejudiced. And we still feel that, we still want to adopt the good practice. This is very unfortunate, lah. Not to have a clean environment when people like to think the thing. You can add a few ideas.
Maybe in my experience, like, people should also change the behavior. If you want to change more about the stop waste and then using the plastic bags, back to change our behavior of the industry, behavior of the people, the household.
Behavior is a behavioral issue.
Yeah, behavior university, behavior of the household. Every child should be.
Good control is the straw. The straw.
Yeah.
The straw.
You already use the straw from not from plastic and from paper in Malaysia already. Yeah.
And then if you go to any restaurant, in especially very high class hotel, because they are in trade. If you go anywhere point, they can tell sustainable. Even if you kita pergi makan dulu dia ada menu hard copy kan? Kan? Hard copy ini tu punya menu kan? Sekarang scan je. Isn't that sustainable? Less usage of water means what? Less cutting of the tree. Less cutting of the tree means more stable environment. Jadi dia connect, dia connection antara kita tak nampak macam dia. Susah lah, aku ada mail aku sekarang marah ni. I click that. Dia semua kepada dia. And the straw, for example, kan? If you istilah dia kalau straw plastik, kita tak pakai baju. I took Air Asia when I went to Aceh. Sama nampak lah. Kita boleh kat situ. Your fork and spoon are made from sustainable material. Wood, batik macam plastik juga lah. Tapi plastik ini bukan plastik yang prosaic. Plastik biodegradable. In other words, dia akan collect, dia akan burn and throw. Dia mungkin recycle. Because if the thing original tu recyclable, mesti dah tukar balik. Tapi kalau you have that polystyrene tu, macam mana you nak tukar balik? 400 years you only recycle. 400 years. Very good question.
Any ideas, comment? Okay.
Yes,
Another one? Yeah.
Oh yes.
So I want to ask about I want to ask your opinion about it. You have already mentioned like in this particular field, we need more research to improve the field. So as young researcher who are trying to start doing research on this field, what will be your top 5 suggestions for those students?
What am I?
Five, top suggestion for doing the research in civil.
Oh, citations.
Five, suggestion for the topic.
Oh, the topic.
Not really topic,
Topic.
like in this particular field, sustainable economy.
Topic on environment. Environment.
Yes,
Yeah.
green
topic on-
economy or
Yes, topic on environment, climate, right? Energy, solar.
Or maybe you can.
We can do, brother, you can do a simple, you economist. Economist, maybe you would like to do, to do with marketing, right? When I teach marketing, I tell my student, okay, brother and sister, you pick any topic that is sustainable. They come with what, you know, recycle package, they come with so many interesting sustainable topic. And I say, what you do? You conduct a survey. You know, this can be yang siapa seperti ya, tentu. Conduct survey. A simple question like, you know, why do you choose recycle package? Recycle bag. Huh? Now, what do you know different words? And then you do a little scale, little scale. Sustainable bag is good for the environment. You know, that kind of thing. Then have little scale. Strongly disagree, somewhat agree, strongly agree. You do very simple survey. And you will be very satisfied with the answer that people tahu, people tak tahu. But for us, like say, do simple literature. Right now, last when I thought this term I'm not teaching, I do halal. You know, have you heard about bubble tea? Bubble tea. Bubble tea. People and Chinese call it kocha. Okay, you tell me that tea not sustainable. Yeah, I think for food. Sustainable maksud saya halal halal Pribadi kan ada dua this morning session atau apa? Apa yang dalam konten bubble tea itu? Ingredient.
What?
If you come this morning, you will understand what I'm saying. Alright? Apa dia? Benda tu yang membuat kita not so good in drinking. It's halal. Halal, no issue. Halal. But is it Toiban? Toiban ni, is it sustainable? Why? Apa yang the highest ingredient dalam tu? Sugar kan? Sugar. Your age still okay. My age, if you drink 3, 2 gocha or bubble tea. Not only that, itu Coca-Cola. Saya berpisah Coca-Cola tadi. It's written, even Coca-Cola sendiri pun agree. Excessive sugar. And yet people drink 3 botol Coca-Cola, 4 botol Coca-Cola. Wow. How people can stand that? You know why? It's too much of when you see, they tengok tu, they bring you a very high level tu. Macam mana ni? Kalau you at a high level tu, is it necessary good or not good? This is where the Quran, and the day, is your own perception. And if you are not aware, who's going to teach us? You're not sure. Your lecturer is going to teach you this, your docent is going to teach you do this. If they are also not. And at the point, I like to say, they want me saving. They want me saving, but we are, that is how you will see. They said, I don't know, we sustainable fashion. I don't know, I got my student part. If fashion is sustainable, all the you need to do. Why? Because you keep on saying your budget. And there are in if you let's take what I said, go back to work. You know, what who blow baju.
Uniqlo.
Uniqlo is sustainable, isn't it?
Yes.
Kalau you know yang you pakai ni plastik kan?
Ya.
Sustainable plastik. That's why I'm trying to say, why we pick up slow? Because West has already changed. Tidak besar dah. But kita masih lagi terada. West already changed. And then there's one company. I don't know where, forgot it, is that dia punya factory tu di sebelah C. Di sebelah C, dia nak connect plastik yang orang buang tu recycle. You see my point? Huh? Clear lah. I hope you, anyone of you, even not have question now, but try and appreciate, alright? And do something. Right? Do something to the environment. We are employed and we for the amanah of Ruang says that you have to do it. Where you from, sister?
From the UF, University of Malaysia, UUM. University of Malaysia, also from USAS University.
Student. You are.
Syah Azlan.
I think UGM also has this. You want to share at least one or two things from UGM? Share. Bagi dia microphone lah.
Microphone, please. Brother, fine, yes.
I know UGM quite strong in the.
Okay, please share your experience, sister, regarding
And release yourself, yes.
And assalamualaikum, my name is Farah and you guys from Farah. I'm from University of Malaysia, taking Bachelor in Science Economic. So, for my university, I think UM is sustainable while using the natural resources where our toilet is, most of our toilet now innovation using sensor.
Sensor. That's not why I said this.
Yeah, sensor. And some of our class using sensor. When we enter, the sensor is on. The fans, the aircon, and the lights, and so on. So another method that UM try to push us when we go everywhere, no plastic bag. So no, and also no more polystyrene in UM. Polystyrene. No more. Yeah, no more polystyrene and plastic bag. Where if we go to the local cafe, it's no plastic bag. So and no straw. So yeah, so everywhere if you guys see us bring tumbler because of EM culture, we really don't using a plastic bottle. We use reusable bottle like tumbler or else. So I think UM very and also we don't use physical books. We most of us using digital books.
Books.
Yeah, so most of our
Behavior. Back to behavior.
so I think that system will help our environment and government to be all sustained, even though if so if we are student, right, I think most of student can afford buying tab, but the government give us allowance to buy a tab or any digital so that we can use that to read the original online digital books. So if we go to library, it also give it to us the digital system. So when we just say we want what book, then the system will just locate, oh, here. So I think UUM alhamdulillah very practicing their student and very push their student to save the earth.
Okay, we can pause. It's about the digitization and digitalization.
Digital is the best way, but it's the one level. Maybe I believe.
Benchmarking. Okay, thank you for the insight for all participants, and I'd love to also to give like closing remarks for everyone. Thank you. Please.
Okay, thank you very much, Brian. For me, not so much to say, but that's what I share. Thank you very much for attending. And also the question that we have. Just one point is that as Muslim, we have the, even non-Muslim, we have the amanah. I'm sure you know as well. That we have to make sure that the environment is clean. Okay, that is the thing that we somehow or other not maybe realize or what or no, but that is the thing. Even written or morally, even morally, morally also we have the obligation to conserve the environment and to make our life more happy, right? And be safety more with that. And talk about reason much more. Okay, thank you very much for coming and listening to me. Assalamualaikum.
Let's end up this forum with the Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much. We have a conversation together with Brazil, yeah.
Yes.
Or yeah, please ask.
Ya, backgroundnya itu. Back. Nanti panggilan itu. Seperti tadi Pak. Let's go.
Yes, I just came in the first sentence. I observe your.
Oh yes.